we are discussing the types of cooperative society in this video. Earlier we had discussed the features of cooperative society, merits and demerits. Now we can divide cooperative societies into 6 parts. First is consumer cooperative society. Okay, the main members are the consumers who come together to eliminate middlemen and get good quality products at reasonable price. Producer or industrial cooperative societies, small producers come together so that they can pool in their resources to get raw materials at a lower price, and they can compete with large producers. Then marketing cooperative societies, these are the societies made by the formed by producers to market their products. Small producers who are not able to sell it properly or compete with big sellers. Okay. Then farmers cooperative society, small farmers with small land holding come together to take the advantage of large scale farming. Credit cooperative societies, people who want loan at reasonable price, at reasonable rate of interest, at easy terms, they come together. Okay. Then cooperative housing societies, people who do not have homes or houses, they are coming together, they take the government's help to get land and construct their houses and flats. Okay, we will discuss all these points in detail. First one is consumer cooperative societies. This is the most common cooperative societies which students of your age come across. No, if you see around you, around our schools or in the market, generally we may go to cooperative consumer societies. No, in Hindi we call it as सहकारी उपभोक्ता भंडार. ना, अपने पेरेंट्स बोलते हैं ना, उपभोक्ता भंडार जाके आते हैं, है ना, because this consumer cooperative societies, all the members come together, they pool in their resources, then they buy directly from the producers or wholesalers. They try to eliminate the middleman. By eliminating the middleman, they reduce the cost of acquisition, and thus they are able to sell the products at reasonable price, okay, with less profit. So we can say that consumer cooperative societies are established keeping in mind the interest of consumers, and they provide goods of daily use like rice, wheat, masalas, sugar, tea, etc. at reasonable price. Okay, good quality products at reasonable price, and they are able to do so by eliminating the middleman and by buying in bulk quantities from the producers or from the wholesalers directly. And if any profits they are earning in this process will be distributed at the end of the year among the members. Okay, either on the basis of the capital contributed or depending upon the goods purchased by each. Okay. The next one is producer or industrial cooperative societies. Now in producer, the smaller producers who are not able to buy goods at a lower price, they are not able to stock raw material for throughout the year, so they have to buy raw materials at higher price. They don't have stocking facility. Okay, so these all small producers come together, pool in their resources, and hence their bargaining power increases, so they are able to buy equipments at lower price as they buy it in large quantity, buy raw material in large quantity and stock it, and also sometimes helps them each other to sell their output. Marketing cooperative societies, you may have seen no, Amul is an example of marketing cooperative society where many producers, milk producers, come together and are selling their products. ना, Amul is marketing no various products. Amul ghee is there, Amul cheese is there, Amul butter is there. It is a common brand of all the cooperative societies, various cooperative societies in Gujarat. Okay, it is not just one. Many cooperative societies come together and market their product. So marketing societies are formed by small producers who are not able to sell their produce. Okay. Mm, so again, these societies help the members in transportation of their product, warehousing, packaging, grading, etc., and helps them to sell it at a good price. Again, the profits, if any, earned by the society will be divided among the members. Farmers Cooperative Society. In India, it's very common that most of the farmers have very small land holding, and they are not able to take advantage of the large scale farming, no, because small land holding doesn't permit them to buy, no, because of their weak economic conditions, they are not able to buy the latest agricultural equipments. Even if they hire it is very expensive for them, okay, to hiring the equipments and all. So these small farmers come together, join their small land holdings, and contribute their resources so that they can acquire farming equipments, buy fertilizers, buy the high yielding seeds, so that it can increase their productivity. Okay, these societies provide better quality seeds, manures, fertilizers, irrigations, okay, and latest techniques for use in cultivation of crops. Then the next one is credit cooperative society. Now there can be various credit cooperative, like in Udaipur you will find urban cooperative societies. Okay, then there are rural credit cooperative societies, farmer credit cooperative societies. Depending upon the members, we can call it. Okay, but the main purpose of these credit societies is to provide loans at a reasonable rate of interest and easy conditions. Okay, like no, credit cooperative societies provide credit facilities to its members at reasonable terms and conditions. Like no, if farmers are forming such societies, we can call it as rural credit cooperatives or farmer credit cooperatives. If credit cooperatives are organized in urban areas, urban banks are there, no, Udaipur Urban Cooperative Bank is there. Okay, so these banks provide loan to its members through the capital collected and deposits from its members. Generally, the members get loans at a lower rate of interest and easy terms. Now, this main aim is to eliminate the money lenders who charge very high rate of interest. Cooperating housing societies. Mainly the people who don't have houses, they can come together, form a society, request the government to allot them land, and even loans to construct houses. Okay, so the main purpose of cooperative housing society is to help its members to get houses at reasonable cost. Okay, so first these people come together, form a society, contribute capital, and then they request the government to allot them land or other helps, loans. So see, these societies obtain land from municipal authorities and construct flats, and which are allotted to the members. It may also provide plots to the members, and the members may construct the houses as per their requirements. Okay.